We're
Ain't you
talking
sweet?
about health when we're talking about safety. That has
Oh my.
a lot of merit.
That y'all judge your safety. The safety of others is at risk here. Really, Daryl? Really? Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve, and we are gonna react to this. Uh, Daryl is afraid, you guys. Like he's scared for his life. I mean, it's hard to say that with a straight face. It is. He's hard. He's got scared for his life. He's like, Judge, Judge, you gotta help me. Your Honor, you gotta help me. I'm scared in my orange pants. So we're gonna hear what the judge has to say about these fears that Daryl does indeed have, or not, or whatever. Who cares? And we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn. What scares Daryl. What scares a Daryl aside from other men? Of course, we know he's afraid of those. But what else? What else is our precious, precious, precious Daryl afraid of? Let's see. Let us learn together.
So I'm not
But
arguing it with you,
I
sir.
know I
One
just
bit.
want you to know that I'm not arguing with you either, but I was right in the
Mm.
middle of finishing what I was saying.
Was you?
So I need to stop you for a minute, Mr.
Yeah.
Brooks,
I don't
because
consent to that, Your Honor, because
you don't have to consent.
I
but here we go.
I don't consent to you stopping me. So yeah.
Let me.
or agree
Let
to
me.
being cut off right when I'm trying
All right,
to
I'm
provide.
Okay. Why is Daryl's? Like, has it already started? Like, why Daryl can't sit down? Like, what is? Why is he just sitting here with his ass tooted up like this? Like, what's you? Do you need? Is something going on? You want to tell us? You want to tell us what's going on with you behind it? What? Oh my God! Go ahead, Daryl. What's up?
just
Provide
going to
the
talk
court with
over him for a
information.
minute.
Mhm.
I do not have any other information
Mm-mm.
regarding the COVID-19 protocol, meaning
Mhm.
anything specific about you, Mr. Brooks, other than what was put in the inmate communication, which reads, due to just learning I'm on COVID-19 protocol, I
Mhm.
respectfully ask for all proceedings to be adjourned at this time,
Oh.
which is why I asked you.
I would like to, because this thing is scary, Judge. Like, I have fears in my heart. My black heart has fears. I ain't never been so afraid of something in all my life. You gotta let me go, Judge. You gotta call this whole thing off. I mean, this thing is just bigger than you and me, and this here prosecution, and these here 1,000 years. This is just bigger than that. Okay, Daryl, go off.
You if there was any other information you
Yeah.
wanted to provide me
Yes.
as I consider your request, because the jail has not provided me with any specific information regarding the reason you were placed on protocol, whether you were exposed, whether you are showing symptoms. They cannot provide me with that information absent you giving them permission
Thank
by
you.
signing an applicable authorization to do.
Now let me guess. Daryl refused to sign it, didn't he? He was like, "Look, this can't go on. The judge needs to know. Okay, sign this so we can tell the judge, no, I cannot consent to that." Oh my God.
Do that. Without that, I have to rely upon you to provide that information to me if you so choose.
That is incorrect because
Mm-hmm.
just yesterday you were trying to obtain the witness list that was in my cell. You had no problem whatsoever having the JA come down here to have me verify that they can go in my cell and search for that. So I
Okay, well, okay, those are not the same thing, Daryl. Your cell ain't really yours. I don't know if you know this. It's a cell, right? That belongs to, the state, right? And you just happen to be allowed to bunk in it. Now, this isn't yours. We don't need warrants to go in and toss your shit around. We don't need that. The judge can go in there by herself if she feels and take a dump in your cell, walk out a free woman, okay? Not yours, Daryl. Not yours. Now, your medical record stuff, you got to sign a little thing that says, oh, yeah, you can release my shit to these people. That still applies. Medical record stuff still applies. So that's yours. That's that one little bit of power thing that you have. And look what you are deciding to do with it.
I find it very hard to believe that you can't consult with jail staff for them to tell you what is going on in my situation, where they know that I've just been seen by a nurse that placed me on this protocol for having a loss of taste, fatigue.
Oh, Daryl. Oh my God. Oh my God. We gotta do something, y'all. Daryl lost his sense of taste. Oh gosh, no. I wonder how that happened. I don't want to guess. But does it have something to do with why you standing up like this? Did something like swipe your taste buds away? I don't know. I just, PG 13 up in here. But what happened to your taste buds? I mean, I'm just saying. The grown-ups can guess what I'm talking about.
And I have to wait for the results of my test. And
Yup.
until then, I am on a protocol which restricts me to my cell.
Mm-hmm.
That is very easy information to obtain.
Oh, is
and
it?
I find it very hard that Your Honor cannot obtain that information, but can obtain a way to communicate with jail staff when there's a witness list involved. We're talking about someone.
Hey, Daryl. All she got to do is talk to that police guy that be behind you, right? That bailiff, whatever you call him, and be like, "Hey, when you take him back to the cell, dig around in his shit and bring me that paper." She ain't got to go all out of her way to find some kind of way around it. I got to find the right number to call. Hey, get this here thing. No. She'd be like, hey, Stanley, hey, will you take it back in there? Grab me that paper about his cell. And if he try to do anything about it, please shove him underneath his cot. Okay? Pronto. Chop, chop.
Health that can affect not just you, but anybody else.
Oh, now you're concerned?
Not just officers, but also inmates. We're talking about health when we're talking about safety. That has a lot of merit.
It has a lot of merit to it. You realize why you're here, right? Something wrong with Daryl. I know I laugh. I spend a lot of my life these days laughing at Daryl's ass. But something is wrong with this dude. Like, he can't hear the irony in what he's saying, okay? That y'all, judge, your safety, the safety of others is at risk here. Really, Daryl? Really? That's what you're concerned about, the safety. You concerned about the safety of others? Oh, how sweet. He's so considerate, always thinking of others, where the others are, if he can drive over the others, Sit your ass down, boy.
And frankly, Your Honor, I'm afraid I'm fully vaccinated and I've never had COVID. I don't know
I'm afraid
what I'm looking at here. I don't.
I don't know what I'm looking at either.
That was the.
I've taken a couple of guesses. I came up with like a hippopotamus. That character from Spawn, you know, the villain from Spawn. Yeah, that's that hairline be giving me those vibes.
Last thing I was hoping I would be told today, Your Honor. So I'm afraid right now.
Are you afraid?
I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's going on with myself.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Yeah, I don't know either. What's up with them fingers and why they doing this? Like, Your Honor, look at me. Your Honor, look at my hand. Look what it's doing. I'm afraid. Oh my gosh. Like, Your Honor, my hairline. It wasn't like this yesterday. Like, Daryl, yes, it fucking was. I've been laughing at it since you had an attorney. So yeah, you had it like that yesterday. It didn't take your hairline away. That was already gone.
Why I put in the sick call slip initially. I had been telling officers for days that I hadn't been feeling well, but I didn't know what it was. But I felt that I had to put in the sick call slip because I was not able to taste anything.
Oh.
That is the reason why I was saying.
I mean, let's just be honest here, Daryl. You are in the prison, so I imagine that the food that you are eating is not the most seasoned. You know what I'm saying? I doubt they're putting a lot of love into this food. Okay. So you not being able to taste your food, that might just be what the food tastes like. I can't taste my, whatever this is, my goulash. It's a little off today.
By nurses, that is the reason why the COVID test was administered, and that's why I'm on the protocol as we speak.
That's why it happened.
Are you willing to discuss with me what tests were done? Again, I cannot obtain that information on my own.
I'm not a nurse, Your Honor. I don't know the name of the test. I don't, like I said, I've never had this happen.
Let me clarify that. That was a pretty ambiguous question.
Yes.
So, you reported symptoms as that's what you're telling me, right?
Correct.
And you're saying some tests were done?
I mean, that it's obvious. I mean, why can't it be verified with the nurse?
I have to verify it with you. The nurse will not provide me with this information.
But the jail can, because they control the movement. They control all inmate movement. I can't just go from my cell to a HSU.
Inmate movement is not the issue at the moment.
It's not, but I'm saying, how can I tell you? How can I?
Hey, Daryl, if you shut the hell up, then she could give you the question, which you could then actually sit there for a second and let it fester in your brain and see if possibly you might have an answer. Look, I did that thing again, y'all. Look at his eyes. I catch him at the weirdest moments, don't I? Look at it. That is so weird. Look at these lady fingers, honey. That is a lady's hand if I have ever seen one. You got a lady's hand, honey. You got a lady's hand.
Answer what you're asking me.
Oh my God, you don't even know what she's asking. You won't let her ask.
It doesn't make sense.
Oh
we all understand that the jail itself controls the movement of the inmates. That's common sense, Your Honor.
I'm not.
Oh my God.
Here to talk about inmate movement at the moment.
What I'm asking you is, were you? He won't even let her fucking answer. Your Honor, just what do you need to know? Well, Daryl, but Your Honor. He just bombards her with a bunch of nonsense. You're not going nowhere, Daryl. Sit your ass down and take these here 1,000 years. I don't care if you sit down and take them or you stand up and take them, but you're taking them is what I'm saying. Okay, you're definitely, yes, you're taking them for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Do you believe you were tested for COVID?
I obviously was tested for COVID. I would
Why
not be
can't
on
you
the
just say
protocol if I
yes?
was not.
Just say yes.
Do you know
The
what
nurses,
type of test? Was it an oral swab, a nasal swab?
it was a nasal swab.
Okay, there you go.
Do you know when the results of that test will be back?
Okay.
From my understanding, Friday.
Okay.
That's what I was told by the doctors. I would have to be at least on this protocol until the results come back, which he said the earliest would be Friday.
Were you offered a rapid test?
They said they do not do the rapid test.
Lying.
So you weren't offered a rapid test?
They said they don't do them.
See, look. Now check this out. Were you offered a rapid test? Now that's a yes or no question, right? But not for Daryl. Daryl goes, they didn't have those. It wasn't a thing that existed. She repeats the question. Daryl, did they offer you a rapid test? They said they didn't have those. Right? Okay, that's what he said. Now check this out. This is the only part this is the part that I had clicked on that made me go, yep, we reacting to this. This gonna be good. Okay? So watch what he said.
If one can be obtained, are you willing to submit to a rapid test?
I'm not willing to submit to anything right now until we take care of the issues that.
And there you go. And there's our precious Daryl telling on himself. I'm scared, Your Honor. Like, I gotta wait until Friday to get this result. I don't know what. Would you like to take a rapid test? We could find out like in the next 15 minutes. I cannot consent to that, Your Honor. You know what? Sit your ass down. I'm gonna give you this here 1,000-year sandwich.
That's at hand. I mean, I've already been placed on the protocol. I'm very afraid right now. Because I don't know.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Because you don't look at her. I know she's like, oh my gosh, why am I not allowed to just throw this gavel and hit him in his forehead? I need that kind of freedom in my life. I got freedom, but I want some more. I want a big ass freedom sandwich that consists of me being able to throw this gavel and hit him square in his forehead and then just proceed with my sentence like nothing happened.
What's going on? This is new to me.
Oh,
like I said, I'm fully vaccinated, Your Honor. I've been fully vaccinated since 2021.
Oh, good for you.
And God. For this to just...
Oh, what are you trying to blame the parade thing on that? You know? Is that why you bring that up? You know, I never thought about doing anything like that till I got that there shit. And then suddenly, I mean, whew.
This be sprung on me now to say this could possibly be a COVID thing. I've had people close to me that have passed away from COVID. I'm afraid as hell, Your Honor. I
would have said, name them. I would have said, oh my God, I can see why you're so afraid. Who was that again? Who were those particular people? Oh no, you're gonna give me names, honey, and I'm gonna check in on it. Okay, and then when it come out that you lying like you always is, okay. I'm gonna come back in this court and I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna put you in the other room though and mute you because that's my favorite thing to do. And and we're gonna clown you in here about that thing you just done. Okay, this is what we gonna do. Oh my gosh.
That's the reason why I submitted the ICF for the adjournment. I was thinking at least until I can get the results at bare minimum. I don't think I'm asking something that's impossible for you.
If I can make arrangements to have a rapid test brought to you and administered, are you willing to submit to that test?
Not at this time. Not at this time.
Why not?
Why can't I get the results of the test I already took?
You're telling me you're scared?
Get him, Judge. Get him with the logic, honey. He ain't gonna catch it because logic is not his forte, okay? Not his strong points, all right? But get him. Say what I'm thinking. Yes, honey. Yes. Y'all always up in here in my comments telling me that I said what you was thinking. She just said exactly what I was thinking, okay?
You're
Yes,
fearful,
I am.
but you don't
very.
want to take a test that might
I
tell
took
you today.
I took the test that he gave me.
And
if
you're
he
telling me
will,
that
Oh,
test
look at
result won't be
look at
available to you.
oh look at her in the middle laughing. She like he don't even know how silly he sounds. He gets on my nerves so much, and sometimes I forget how funny his ass is. This is just hilarious. And this chick on the right, she on the left, she's just like, oh my god, I'm so sick of this person. This human needs to go. And he always just looked like he just wanted, like he just like, man, I just feel like I should be able to go over there, just give him this here knuckle sandwich. No freedom sandwich, just knuckle sandwiches for you, Daryl.
You until at least Friday.
at least Friday. That's what I was
So
told.
tomorrow.
I was told that I would be
Sorry,
placed
day
on this
after.
protocol.
Yeah, see how he says at least Friday? And check this out. I already had this in one of my videos where she got that result, where he tried to hide the result. And then when she said, I need to see the result, and he goes, I can't consent to that. He just says, I just need to Friday. Your Honor, I mean, I don't think this is a lot that I'm asking. I mean, I just want to wait until I get my result on Friday. I just want to make sure everybody is safe, you know? I'm concerned about you, Your Honor. You are the most important person in my life right now. You know, like, but then he gets the result and he just sitting there in his chair like, I can't consent to you looking at my result. Ain't that something? Because it was negative. Of course it was negative. This little piece of shit ain't got no do right in him.
Until the results came back. The earliest that the results would be back would be Friday.
So that sounds like to
see, look at that. The earliest it would be Friday. The latest 1,000 years from now. If I'm lying, I'm Daryl's forehead, okay? Oh my God, him and these horns. Jesus, these little devil horns on his head.
To me, I think that's what they call a PCR test.
I have no idea, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have no idea what it's called. Like
Let
I
me
said,
ask
I've
you-
never had COVID. I don't know the test names. I don't know what they call them.
I'm generally familiar with some of the testing for COVID. There are tests that can be what we call rapid tests, or what are called rapid tests, that are available. And then there's these other tests which take a few days. It's, again, I'm not a scientist, but I think the general belief would be sometimes the rapid tests are accurate, sometimes they're not. Sometimes people test negative when they're really positive. It just kind of depends on the circumstances. But it's my understanding a positive test would be pretty accurate. And then there's other tests that take a few days for the results to come back. It really depends on the lab that's being utilized, etc. I'm asking you once again, if a rapid test can be obtained, are you willing to take a rapid test?
How would that be obtained? How would it be obtained?
I was told
I can only go by what was told to me, because when I was brought in there and they told me that they had to test me for COVID, I was immediately like, what do you mean you have to even test me for this? What is this about?
Well, didn't you report symptoms to them?
Excuse me, Your Honor. I had a lieutenant.
How you got what? You got what? Really, Daryl? Really? Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me speak, Your Honor. Let me finish. Oh my God. You just know he does that. He ain't doing it no more. Well, this is his last little bit of time to do it. He do that in there with them men's, and they gonna pull that finger right off. They're gonna be like, oh, thank you. I needed something new to scratch my ass with. Thank you. That sharp nail's gonna come in handy.
And two officers present when I was asking all these questions.
Do you know their
I need,
names?
what's going on with
No.
this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is that?
Coincidence.
Because I didn't understand. Immediately in my head, I started to get afraid when they said they had to even test for COVID.
Well, were you reporting being
Oh my God.
sick and symptoms?
That's how you know he ain't never had no job. He like, they said, I told him I was sick. I just said I had these symptoms. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm scared. I think I might got this thing. Okay, you want us to test for it? What? You want to test for the thing I thought I had? Daryl, get your ass. I ain't never. I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I know some of y'all might think I'll pick on old Daryl. No, you don't. That's not why you show up here. You show up here so we can pick on Daryl. So, but he is just the most unbearable. It's almost unbelievable that he even exists. Like, who is, like, how does a brain do this? Like, how does it do that? How? Look, oh, okay, look at this tattoo on his, look at this tattoo on his arm. Is that like a shark that's head is flipped back? Like, what? That has to be what that is. I can't think of it. There's fins. There's the little bottom fin. It's like a shark that has a smile on his face that's looking forward. That's a jail tattoo if I ever seen one. No way he got that anywhere else but jail. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Unless maybe he did it himself.
Prior to them asking you to test?
Yes, I've told multiple officers. I didn't know what it was at first because it started with fatigue, with me feeling very fatigued. And I said, man, I don't know if it's just me being tired or that's.
Hey, Daryl. I feel a little under the weather, Judge. I'm not my usual rambunctious self. Something's wrong. The world needs to just stop and and take heed because your Daryl is in danger. Aren't you all concerned? Yeah, no, Daryl, no. The Coco don't want you no more than we do. Okay.
That's what I initially thought it was. Maybe I'm just a little exhausted, but I said no. Anybody knows their body. I said something.
Oh my God.
It's got to be something more because I'm really, really, really. I don't even have an appetite. Then when I'm trying to eat, I can't taste anything. That's what said. Okay, now I need.
And that's funny that he says that because that's clearly a lie because he didn't even have it. So that was just a lie. I can't taste my food. My disgusting food that they gave me. I can't taste it. You should be saying thank you. I mean,
to put the medical sick
when did you
card
report these symptoms to the medical people or to
when?
even just a correctional officer?
A few days ago. Over the weekend is when I started to notice the fatigue. So I was telling officers, man, I don't feel good. I don't know if it's just I'm tired. Usually I don't just jump the gun and say something's wrong because it could be anything. So
oh, you don't complain about every little thing? Is that what you're saying? Because I mean, come on. Come on. Come on, Daryl.
Did you report the loss of taste?
I reported the loss of taste last night.
And was it after that they told you they wanted to test you?
No, they didn't tell me till this morning that they wanted to test me.
What other symptoms are you?
No, he said I want to be tested because I got to go to court, and I ain't trying to go to court today. I'm trying to see if I can't drag this thing out as long as possible because when it's over, they're gonna put me on that bus and send me to that place where those inmates are gonna be banging on the cage, watching us all come in. Fresh fish. I don't want to be the fresh fish. So I'm gonna need to just drag this out for 1,000 years. So when it's over, I can call time served. Oh my God. Daryl. I know she's
reporting at this time.
How am I humoring
That was
this?
it so far, just the fatigue and the loss of taste.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. The patience, the patience of this person that we're looking at right here on the screen. The patience. I don't even want to ever have the patience that she has. Like, it's too much patience. This is insane. The amount of look at her face. And you know there is contempt, and there's like something behind this face that's just like wants to come out so bad. But look how well she has composed herself. There ain't no part of me that has 10% of that thing that she's doing. I believe in accountability, honey. You do something like foolish or weird or odd like that in front of me, I'm calling you out on the spot. Okay? I ain't gonna let you walk around thinking that shit was okay. No, I'm gonna call you out right then and right there. It is my duty. That is my job. Okay? It's my place, my lot in life.
Which is the reason why I was told that I had to take the test.
Is that why you're told lies? Ain't nobody tell you that. You asked for the test.
Which I was told at that time also that the earliest my results would be back would be Friday.
No, let me tell you this. They told him, he said he wanted to have a test. I didn't learn this. I just know Daryl. Watch this. He wanted to have that. He asked to have the test because he was trying to buy some time. But he didn't know about this here rapid test because he's stupid. Right? So he goes, I don't feel good. Y'all need to test me because this is serious, you know. And they said, okay, we give you this rapid test. He's like, rapid test, what's that? And they said, oh, it'll just give us the result in like 20 minutes. In like an hour, we'll have the result. He said, I can't consent to that. I want a regular test. You know, the one that takes forever. I want that 1,000-year-long result test. I want that. As close as I can get to it. He refused to take a rapid. And then he come up in here and say, they said they didn't have it. They told me they didn't have it, Your Honor. Oh my God. Daryl, I hate you, yo.
And you said at this point you're not willing to take a rapid test.
Well, they said this is the test that they do. The nurse was very clear in what he was telling me.
That doesn't no. See, now you done told on yourself. First you said they said they didn't have it. Oh, we're out of those. We don't have those. We're out of those. We ain't got them. Okay, that's what you just said. And now it's, oh, you know, no, they don't do those kind. They only do this kind. Yeah. No.
When he told me how to test, because I
ain't nobody asked you that. She said, can we do one right now?
Right there, while the whole thing was going on.
I understand all of that. I have a very specific question to you, sir.
I was asking them questions, and he specifically told me that this jail, this is the test that they do. They do not do rapid tests. I didn't even ask about the test because I know nothing about it.
That's a lie. And that's a fucking lie. But that ain't what she's asking you. Or she's trying to ask you, but you keep interrupting. Oh my gosh. He will not say he's not going to consent to that rapid test, Your Honor. Because he wants to drag it out. And then when he gets the result, he wants to then claim his rights. Because suddenly then he understands the whole medical thing where you got to show the result. Like, you know, where your information has to be given. You know, all of a sudden he get it. All of a sudden he understands it now.
About the test, this is what I was told.
Oh, was you told it?
And after he told me that, I said,
okay,
okay, fine, just do the test and I'll just sit on the protocol. Because at first when he told me, you know.
Hey, has anybody noticed that as sick as he said he is, he don't feel right? Anybody heard him call for anything? Like anybody seen anything, him do anything? Does he seem weak? I'm gonna tell you this. When I feel weak, all this talking, there's no fucking, like, all this talking that I'm doing. I can't do this. If I'm sick and I feel weak, I get winded. I can barely talk. And even when I talk, I have to keep it light, like this. I have to space out my words because I get so winded. He is still talking the same speed that he always do. He is so full of shit. I'm surprised his outfit has not turned brown.
No, you're gonna have to be on a protocol where you're isolated.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, fine, just do the test. I'd rather you do the test and make sure that I'm healthy.
Yeah. That would you rather?
To just refuse the test and just say, I'll just wait to see if I get better or something like that. Which is
what you did.
I said, yeah, just go ahead. And that's what I was informed.
Oh, you were informed?
Friday would be the earliest that I would get the results back. And I would be placed on a protocol which is called isolation, where I'm not allowed out of my cell.
A protocol that's called isolation? That's very scientific of you to say it all like that. They told me they were going to have to keep me isolated. No, they keep you isolated because don't nobody want to be around you, honey. Nobody wants to be around you. The inmates don't. The guards don't. The warden ain't never met you. He like, I heard that Daryl was here. Luckily, I ain't ran into him yet. They're probably just like his mom. They'd be like, him whose name we do not speak. You know, they don't say his name around here. Don't say his name. He'll show up. He's like the candy man.
Anything else, sir, you think I need to know about this issue as I consider your request?
Why is he standing like this with his crack to the crowd? Like, why is she doing it? Oh, y'all can't see that. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this fool. Standing here with his crack to the crowd. Daryl, I'm gonna need for you to stop, okay? Yeah, he's standing here with his crack to the crowd.
No, at this time, I'm just telling you what I know. Multiple officers were there. They can tell you the same thing that I'm telling you now.
Okay, where are those officers?
Like I said, a Lieutenant Chamberlain was there. Two officers were there.
Any objection if I talk to any of them to confirm what you're saying?
Absolutely not.
Any objection if I need to ask the jail administrator about, or anyone else at the jail about the protocols and what's available for testing?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. She like, oh my God, I'm about to call you out, honey.
Given any information about whether anyone else in the facility is experiencing COVID right now?
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know who. I'm in the mental health medical pod as it is.
So no information's been provided to you that there's like either a lockdown or some type of a restriction due to any like concern over COVID at this time?
I would never have that information because, like I said, I'm limited in the pod that I'm in. I have no interaction with any other inmates, and my interaction with staff is pretty limited.
Oh well, isn't that something?
I appreciate that additional information.
I know that's right. That's good because then we can use that against you later when you lying about something later, and we already know you're gonna do that because Daryl.
I know, sir, what I've provided to you is generally the, for employees, I fully recognize that the jail may have different protocols just because of it being in a correctional facility, and inmates are, of course, or can be very close to one another. And so I don't want to presume that this is exactly what they follow. And so I'd like for them to tell me what their protocols are as I consider this request. At the moment, I told you this earlier, you're not within 6 feet of anyone else in this courtroom. And I believe that provides ample protection for the other people in this courtroom. As I consider this request, you've provided information to the court. You've been able to tell me the symptoms that you are reporting, your understanding of the protocol.
Hey, Daryl, you need some eye drops, baby. What is going on here? What is the meaning of this? Daryl's going to the prison. And then he'll move on to Hades. Ooh. Daryl. It's my Daryl song. And that is our precious Daryl, afraid for his life, or whatever you call it now, because I don't know what much of a life it is. But he's afraid, you guys, and we should be afraid for him. Anyway, y'all know what to do. Y'all already know what to do. Okay, y'all behave, okay. So I just can't. I tried it once. I didn't like it. Not for me. Mama love you. Peace.